Welcome back to TJWalker.com. I'm Jennifer Wallerstein, joined today with Mike Bako to discuss Matt Lauer interviewing Julian Assange of WikiLeaks after he was recently released from jail on his rape charges. Now, Mike, this has been not such a good time for him recently.
Certainly not a good time for Assange. As you mentioned, he was just released from prison. And taking a look at this interview that you could also see here on TJWalker.com, it really strikes me that the media presence that Assange has, we have not really seen too much of him video-wise doing electronic media. We've seen a lot of the stuff that he's written and a lot of the statements that he's made.
Right.
And one of the things that really comes to the forefront is just how persuasive he could be. Lauer really went after him with some questions.
Yeah, Lauer did a good job.
He did a good job, and we'll get to that in a second, but it's interesting to see just what a personality and what a presence Assange has, and not to put him into the sort of cult status, but you could see how someone who communicates persuasively can get people behind their cause. Now, there's certainly people out there that would be behind this cause anyway, but it's interesting to see the way that he communicates very well, very persuasively.
Right.
He was able to answer all of Lauer's questions, but in the larger context of his followers, and there are many, it's very, very plain to see why he could get those followers to do a lot of his bidding. Now, turning to Lauer, as you mentioned,
right,
he did a great job. I don't know what your impression is of him, but he sort of gets a bad rap for being a lightweight, hosting the Today Show. But this interview and a lot of the other interviews that he's been doing over the last few years, you really see his interviewing skills
right,
brought to the forefront. And yes,
he's pretty hit or miss, though. Sometimes he just does a great interview, and then sometimes, I don't know, it seems like he's bored. Like he doesn't really want to do the interview.
One too many cooking segments, or those early morning hours, and those morning talk show hosts get pigeon-toed into the sort of fluff stuff. We see the cooking segments, we see the celebrity interviews, but there are a lot of hard news interviews, and this one really hit the ball for Lauer. He acquitted himself very well, and Assange is out from jail, and it remains to be seen what other media appearances he'll be doing, but check back to TJWalker.com and we'll offer analysis for any and all interviews that he does.